Sam Raimi's first horror film since 2009 is enough of an event in itself, but I also think that slightly undersells what is so great about Send Help. This is a tense, bizarrely empowering character piece with two career best performances from underrated actors. Rachel McAdams plays Linda Little, who works in strategy and planning at her corporate office. She's a bit socially awkward, but extremely competent with numbers, which doesn't quite impress her smarmy new boss, Bradley, who just inherited the company from his father, played by Dylan O'Brien, who denies her a long awaited promotion, but gives her a chance to prove herself on a trip to Bangkok to secure a merger. And on the plane, they get into a horrific crash that murders all of Bradley's golf buddies and leaves just the two of them stranded on a deserted island dense with jungle. But thankfully, Linda is a lifelong viewer of Survivor, and she's been waiting for this. She's equipped with all the skills of hunting and building shelter, and that patronizing dynamic starts shifting real quick. This is an absolutely brilliant, career best performance from Rachel McAdams, who embodies Linda with a distinctly Midwestern demeanor. She's very polite, but also extremely direct. A lot of her awkwardness and lack of ability to fit in the corporate setting is just because she doesn't put on airs. And as she comes into her own on this island, this strange confidence builds in her. She knows that she's Bradley's only way of surviving, and she's not shy of reminding him of that. Dylan O'Brien, maybe not as revelatory as McAdams, but still a great foil for her. He's never been afraid to lean into being smarmy, and here he really gets to play. And the screenplay spends a lot of time really unpacking this dynamic. Sometimes it's exactly what you'd expect, tense. Sometimes there's odd airs of friendship and maybe even sexual tension. But ultimately, everybody's true colors comes out. Let's just put it that way. In some aspects, I would say it's Raimi's most restrained work behind a horror film. It's not constant overstimulation. When it's time to depict just how unforgiving this jungle is, he leans right in, and it's so playful. Rachel McAdams' fight with a boar plays out like a Dark Souls boss fight. When her and Dylan start fighting, they really hurt each other. He's never shy to show just how much people bleed. But he never loses the story. This is one of the most focused, well-constructed horror films I've seen in a long time. And I think that Linda Little might be one of my favorite horror protagonists ever. It's a blast. I bought my tickets for the second viewing in the lobby.